Welcome dear students to Computer Studies Standard 10th English Medium. Today we are going to study chapter number 6, Data Editing and Formatting in Calc. This is part 2. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please do subscribe the channel and stay connected, because in this channel I am going to upload the video lectures of all the chapters of Standard 10. So it will be helpful to you till your board exams. And I will be continuing this channel till the board exams if students are studying from this channel. So let's begin. The topic is cell level operations. Now you all know the meaning of cell. A cell is an intersection of row and column. You can name any cell or you can identify any cell by the intersection of rows and columns. Now in this cell level operations, in this section you'll get the idea that how the content can be written in a cell. The content may be anything. It could be text, number, functions, formulas, or reference to other cell. We will also learn how to copy and move the content of a cell or multiple cells. Not only the pasting option Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, but here you will learn many more things, such as pasting only the formula or pasting only the format or pasting only the values and many more things. So let's begin. Now we will learn about the selection of cells. As stated above, number, text, formulas and references to other cell can be entered in a cell or in the cells. But before we enter anything into the cell, we need to select the cell. Otherwise, the content may not be written in a desired cell. To select the cell, you need to just left click on it. That is a single click. You may enter your content in the cell after that. The next topic is selecting a cell range. There are two techniques of selecting the cell range. The first technique is by using the mouse, and the next technique is by using the keys of the keyboard. So this thing I will be teaching you practically. The next topic is selecting a cell range. There are two techniques of selecting the cell range. The first technique is by using the mouse, and the next technique is by using the keys of the keyboard. So this thing I will be teaching you practically. To select a single cell is very simple. You have to just click on any of the cell. That cell will get selected. Now the next thing is selecting a cell range. For that you have to use the technique called drag and drop. So I click on cell A1, I press the mouse and hold it and go on dragging, so that much part will get selected. So this is the second technique, or it's the first technique, yeah. Now next technique is by using the keyboard. Now if I want to select all these cells, then I click here. Okay, then I press the shift key, and I have to press and hold the shift key and then press the left hand side arrow key. So this will get selected. Now if I press the down arrow key, then the columns also will get selected. Then one shortcut key which is not given in the textbook, that I will teach you, and that is going to be very much helpful to you. I click here, I press shift and control key and I press the end key. So at once the whole table will get selected. Whenever you want to select the table, always use this technique. I repeat, you have to press and hold the two keys, those are control and shift, and then you have to press the end key. Okay, and the last technique is you have to go to this thing, that is name box. In the name box you have to type the cell range which you want to select. For example, here it is A1 and the last cell is F6. So I type here F6 and press the enter key. Then that much part of data will get selected. The topic is how to delete the content of a cell. Now, if we are working with Microsoft Word or any text file, then we have to just simply select the word or sentence and press the delete key and that thing will get deleted. But here, Excel is storing the data in different formats according to the type of the data, that is text, numbers, date, different things. So, here the thing is little bit different. Now, according to the Calc application which is available in the Ubuntu, how to delete the content of the cell, that I am trying to explain you. Now, first thing is you have to press the delete key on the keyboard after selecting the content. For example, if you select a cell range and you press the delete key, then what will happen? It will open the delete content dialog box. You have to remember, for MCQs you have to remember this whole dialog box. So you have to press the delete key and this dialog box will open. Now here there will be options such as delete all. If you put the tick mark on delete all and press the delete key, then all the contents of the cell range will get deleted. Now I will explain you the meaning of text, numbers, date and time, formulas, notes, formats, objects, etc. using the tabular information given in the textbook. So here, if you select the option delete all, it deletes the entire content of a cell or cell range. The next option is if you select text, then it deletes the text from the cell or cell range selected. Means in the cell range which you have selected, if there are numbers or dates in some of the cells, then that will not get affected at all. Then the next one is numbers. It deletes the numbers from the cell or cell range selected. This remaining thing will remain intact as it is. Next thing is date and time. It deletes the date and time from the cell or cell range selected. Now, where have you stored date and time? In which type of cell or which type of column do you save date and time value? For example, if you have prepared a column named date of birth, date of joining this school, date of leaving this school, then in that place whatever date you have stored, it will be saved in the format of date and time. Next thing is formulas. It deletes the formulas and outcomes from the cell or cell range selected. For example, we had used a formula, AutoSum, that is a function. So this formula also contains functions and formulas, both the things, that will get deleted. Then notes. If you have added any notes in any of these cells, then that will get deleted. Formats. Now this is very interesting thing, that if you select the format option check mark, then it will delete only the format, while the content of that cell range or cell will remain intact as it is. Then objects. Deletes additional elements of a cell such as an image. Now, practically I will show you this option in Microsoft Office 2003 as well as 2007. Little bit there is change in this thing. It is not exactly what is given here, but then too I will teach you practically the thing. Now, as per the textbook, if you click on any of the cell and if you press the delete key, then it will ask you for the options. It is only in Ubuntu. That is that software which I cannot understand at all. But here in Excel, if you press the delete key, then that content will get deleted. It's simple. Another thing, if you give a right click and if you click on delete, then it will ask you like this way option: shift cells up, shift cells right, entire row, entire column, these all things. Now, one more thing which is very important for you to know, and that is in any of the advanced version of Excel program, that is for example 2013 or 2007, then in that it provides you a very good option which was given in that Ubuntu package that I will explain you just now, that if you want to delete a particular type of data, then there is an option called clear. For example, I select this much thing and then I have to go to clear. Then here I will get all the options: clear formats, clear contents, clear comments, clear hyperlinks. This many options are given here. If I click on clear formats, only format will get clear. You can see alignment. I had made this thing aligned towards the left, but it came to the right, and all the borders which I had given bold in the heading, everything went away, but the data will remain safe. So this is the fact. Now we will learn about editing the cell content. To edit the content of a cell, just select a cell and double click with mouse and edit the content. Now when I am speaking this thing, it looks very simple, but actually the concept is not still clear in your mind. So I will explain you this thing practically. What is the meaning of editing the content of the cell? For example, here it is written Atman. If I want to add the surname, then that is known as editing. So as I told you just now, that it's a little bit different how to do. For example, if I straight away try to type Bhatt, that is his surname, then Atman will go away. Just observe. So if I want to edit the content, means this thing I want to let it remain as it is, then I have to give a double click. So my cursor will go inside. Then I can type whatever I want to type. For example, I added the surname. Another option is F2 key, the function key F2. For example, if I want to bring my cursor inside this cell, I have to select this cell and press the F2 key. So as soon as I press the F2 key, the cursor will go inside the cell. This is known as how to do the editing of the content of the cells. The topic copying and moving the contents of the cell is a little bit different than the normal copy paste operation which we do in other places. Here we have got a special thing called paste special. First I will try to explain you the thing with the help of the screenshots from the textbook, because finally you have to answer the board exam paper which is set from the textbook. So first I will explain you through this textbook. Thereafter I will be teaching you the same thing practically. The first step is you have to give a right click on the cell and copy the content. Then the next step is you have to go to the file menu, and in the file menu of Calc app in Ubuntu, there will be an option called paste special. So as soon as you click on that option, this dialog box which is given here will open. The first check mark is showing paste all. So if you click on that option, then whatever data, however you have copied it, it will be pasted in the same way as you had copied it. Then the next one is text. Now if you select the text option, it will paste only the text. It is same way like just now what I had explained about the thing called selecting the cells and then deleting the cells. The same thing it is. So I go speedily. If you select the numbers, it will paste only numbers. If you select date and time, it will paste only date and time. If you select formulas, it will paste only formulas. If you select notes, it will paste only notes. While if you select formatting, then it will paste the formatting of that cell, and if you select objects, it will paste the objects of the cell. Now we are going to learn about the copy and paste operation, but so many new things also. So I begin. First thing, if I want to copy this thing, Ctrl C or copy and right click and paste. This is a normal thing. Exactly whatever was there here got pasted here. Now every time it may not work. For example, if I copy this thing from here and if I paste this thing here, you just see here it gave 0 because by default it took the formula. See, it copied the formula is equal to sum and it pasted it here. So now we are going to learn the topic called paste special. What is that? For example, I copy this thing. Copying will remain the same, only pasting option will change. Now here the format is background color is or cell color is yellow and the font is in bold. If I paste this format here, just see how will I do. Right click, paste special and formats, and I click OK. Now just see one more thing. Here the options are different than what were the options given in your book, but this is also necessary to learn. Formats is the common option, so I am teaching you that. Okay, so here that format got pasted, border, background color and bold. Now if I type anything here, it will be typed in bold. So like this way you can copy and paste any of the format. Okay, then next thing is copying and pasting the value. Just now I had told you that I was not able to paste this thing here. For example, if I copy it and if I right click, paste special and values, okay, then that value will get pasted. Just see. Now here it is not a formula or function, it is simple 160. You can read here also. Here it was not 160, here it was a formula. And one more thing I have to teach you is how to paste the formula. For example, here somewhere I want to do the addition of 3 numbers. I enter here 1, 2, 3. Here I want to get the total of these 3 numbers. Then I have to paste the formula. So copy, right click, paste special and formulas. Then you can see it is giving the answer 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 6. So like this way you can use these options. While in 2013 or any other advanced version, the paste special option is given in a different way. I will just show you that also. You have to give a right click, and here so many options are there which are out of your course, so I am not teaching you just now. Autofill is such a facility that whenever we are using Excel program, we all have used it knowingly or unknowingly. To automatically fill data into cells, the autofill tool is used. Autofill of numbers, as mentioned above, is also known as an arithmetic progression. This also could be asked in the MCQ. Now, with the help of autofill, we can create the series of odd numbers, even numbers. We can also prepare the tables. So practically, I will teach you all these things. Now we come to an interesting topic, that is filling up of series using autofill facility. For example, if I want to prepare a calendar here, then what I can do is I can type the days, Sunday and Monday, 2 things I have to type. Thereafter I have to select both the cells, and here on the bottom part which is given is known as drag handle. When I bring my cursor on the drag handle, it will turn into black color plus sign. Then I can drag it. So you can see the days are inserted on its own. Now here 1, 2. Again I have to select both of them and then drag it. Now here which will come the next day, that is 8, 9, okay. Then drag it. Now like this way also I have to drag only. It's very simple. Just see. So within no time the calendar is ready. So this facility is known as autofill. Now if you want to prepare a table, then also it will be useful to you. For example, I want to prepare a table of 13. So I have written here 13x. For multiplication I have used x sign. Then here 1 is equal to and 13. Now here what I have to type? 13. Here again x. Here 2 equal to, and here I have to type 26. Now within no time the table will get ready. You can see. So this facility is very much useful. Now next thing is odd numbers or even numbers. You have to just type the two numbers. Odd numbers are 1, 3, right? So I have to select them and drag it. It's very easy. Same way, even numbers. Now this thing could be done horizontally also and vertically also. That is, it is known as row wise and column wise. Generally we use this facility in giving the roll numbers. For example, if I type here 1 and 2, and if I want to type more, then I use the same facility. So here we complete this video. We meet in the next video again. Thank you. Goodbye.